The Performer 2400 is a top-of-the-line heavy-duty G generator, twice the power of the Red 2400 HD, and it is ideal for any type of manifestation work, be it in career, business, relationships, sex, and so on. And its dual power, HD, comes as a decisive advantage, especially when you also use the stereo input for affirmations which you are looping. Furthermore, like any other HD device, the Performer has the capability to produce living water the same way as the AO1100, AO2000, Red 5, 80G12 and so on. And you can charge this living water with very well defined specific trend energies. The power supply is 9 volt or 10 volt with a mono phone plug 3.5 millimeters. It is irrelevant whether it's positive or negative tip. Plug it in, and I'm describing the 4 generators. Of course, you have the large dial with very specific frequencies. And I'm turning the first generator. Of course, that's only a quarter the power of what the machine can do. As I said, if you have those 2 generators going plus the stereo input, you have twice the power that any Red HD can ever, or any other HD device can do. First setting of the large dial here is relaxation, yoga, meditation. It is ideal for very deep states of consciousness where you want to get into control. You stay in control. Yoga, you need very low frequencies. Then it's endorphin release rate as well. It's 0.5 Hertz. That's which adds to that strong relaxation. Next is for autogenic training and affirmation. Again, autogenic training is a type of self-hypnosis where you stay in total control. So there is no... You use affirmations when you use autogenic training. Of course, you can feed those affirmations into the audio input while you are getting into the autogenic state, and it goes much faster in this case. The manifestation of affirmations is much faster. Then the next is for subconscious commands to yourself, to others, precision and concentration, ideal for sports where you need this, such as golf or sharpshooting, ping pong. Just about many sports you need real good precision. And the concentration is at the same time, concentration. Also mathematics gets you to precise thinking. Next one, situation analysis, ideal when you want to set up a good success strategy. The power of one of the generators is fully sufficient for yourself. So you run this, and you can write down or set something that you get a good analysis of the situation which you want to change. Here, very similar, very deep insights. You can do that after you get a good analysis, to get deep insights, what to do. Also, it boosts the willpower whenever needed. Typically, when there is a conflict between will and imagination, the imagination wins. That's where affirmations come in, and the willpower itself will be boosted by the affirmation on a, I would say, non-conscious level very often. Works very well. Earth frequency for creativity, top decisions, and for general purpose. Same, the next one is optimism, success is also for general purpose. That's a 10 Hertz frequency. Is preferred very much by persons who do silver mind control or who are familiar with it. Then comes top intuition, super learning, helps very much in learning things faster, more reliably, and it sticks better. Then balance, energy, fitness. The balance is mental and physical. It's very good for fitness training, weight loss, and so on. Of course, again, the affirmations through the stereo input coming either from a CD or you speak it into the microphone and then you feed it into this stereo input and you loop the affirmation, so it repeats and repeats and repeats. Of course, you will not hear it. You shouldn't actually hear it. You don't need to hear it. If you want to, you can, of course. You don't need to hear it because it goes, the frequency goes directly into your brain. The next is for leadership, charisma, projection of yourself, ideal for politics. It is also very good in sports when you need to be aggressive to win. So you can turn this on and then you have a specific sports frequency, maybe for precision and concentration, with the second set of dials. Talk about this later. And then you have super stamina and endurance, which is also either when you do a speech to people, or you can do it when for training in sports, for fitness and so on. It gives more stamina, it's more power, while the other for fitness training is more for the effect, to tune into what you need to do. So you can use twice, and whichever you like, both of them, whichever you like better, you use. Now to the second G generator, which is 3 dials. It is for general purpose, and you can set any frequency of your choice, ranging between about 0.6 and 900 Hertz or more. Complementary frequency meter is included. I'm plugging it in. It doesn't matter where the red and where the black plug is. And then turn it on. Let me put it up front here, so you see it very well. And then you can simply set the frequency whichever way you want, whichever speed you like, and you will receive a list of frequencies with your manual. You can actually get such a list of the manual, which is, you can download it as a PDF file from akor.cc. As I said, it shows exactly here, it has for instance 11.9 Hertz. So you can arrange this. It's very precise in the low ranges, up to about 50 Hertz. Very, very precise. You will notice this. You can also use those 3 dials. They reflect, of course, a specific frequency. You can use it if you are into radionics for specific radionic settings. And of course that radionic setting has a specific frequency, or you can use each specific frequency you can set differently. We have many ways of setting just the same frequency with those 3 dials. You will find that also. This performer has been designed for general purpose. However, because of its flexibility, you can also use this very power dual HD device to meet requirements of persons who are active in martial arts, in sports, again fitness training, bodybuilding, just the same way as it's also very, very useful in any other type of physical mental activity such as yoga, qigong, weight loss, tai chi, etc. You help it to boost your performance, and you can do that on several people simultaneously as well if you work with a sports team and want to support it. And unlike other performance enhancing methods, it's perfectly legal, it defies detection, and most importantly, it spells success without having any negative impact upon your body. Quite to the contrary, it gets strengthened in the process. There are some people who still call this great tool of power the ultimate unfair advantage, energetic steroid, as some say, and naturally they are also using it. They just try to prevent others from using it, maybe competitors. And now I'm talking about the 2 additional Chi generators, which are, let me turn this off meanwhile, which you can reach with a stereo input. It's a 3.5 millimeter stereo patch cable that goes into the sound output of your computer. And you can use one or both inputs, both channels of the stereo, and you can either do specific frequencies that you program onto your computer and you loop them through the input so it repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats, or you can speak an affirmation into the microphone, save it, and then loop the saved affirmation so it repeats and repeats and repeats, and it goes into your subconscious, because once you plug it into your sound card of the computer, of course it does not, that's where the speakers usually are. So it doesn't need to be spoken. You can branch it out that you hear it also. I do not suggest it. It's not needed. Unless you really feel you want to do it, then do it. You know, but I say again, it is not needed. It works exceedingly well onto the subconscious by giving to you that pulse of the organ energy, of the life force. And the life force pulse is the same pulse that you would hear, and your ears subconsciously react to it, because whenever your ear hears something, then the vibration make also a similar life force pulse, the vibration of the capillaries in the ear. So it's very similar. So it works exceedingly well. You don't need binaural stuff or anything like this, because it goes directly into the brain. So it's all of that is antiquated. And plus you can do it at any distance with your, if you carry a transfer with you, you don't need to sit in front of the machines. So when you use affirmations for sports, not autogenic training, of course you work on yourself. If you use it, say, for sports or for a public meeting, you don't need to go there with earphones and goggles on your head or similar stuff of, as I said, meanwhile, totally antiquated methods. Excellent methods, so they're just, compared to this, they're antiquated. So you can, of course, put those affirmations into any one of the manifestation programs, and again, since the manifestation program automatically loops, it comes back and back and back while you run the machine. Run both simultaneously, run this one as well. Now, if you don't have anything plugged in and you turn this on, you have two additional generators at a relatively low frequency. It's a flexible frequency, which means you basically double the power of the performer. So to double the power, you do not need to plug the patch cable to your sound card into it. This way, just by turning it on, the two generators are working, are pulsating, and doubling the power of the machine. Patch cable, of course, the affirmation is added to it, and you can work on yourself with specific ideas. Manifestation program, you can set it up several times, as many as your computer allows, and you put the G transfer on it. Each one of the operations has the same transfer, so you can work easily. You can work on 10 people simultaneously. Of course, they all will get the same set of frequencies. That's where the Earth frequency, or the 10 Hertz general purpose frequency, or both of them, you set 7.83 here, you put the 10 here. Or if it's a sports team, you put the aggression into it, for instance. And you can also, the manifestation software, of course, the sound will come through of each one of the software through the sound input. You put the transfer on it, life energy transfer diagram, which you get as a structural link to your software. You set up, say for 10 people, you set up the software. They can have all different functions, all different effects on the people. However, if you do that, and I would do it even if it's the same, you learn that when you learn more about life energy, you understand it better, what I say right now, but you will get the idea. Set up, you say you work on 10 people simultaneously, which you can easily do with this machine. Then set up an 11th operation with the same life energy transfer diagram. Of course, you just need one. You know, it runs just in every one of your manifestation programs. And the 11th says under target, every one of the 10 people targeted, and under trend it says equal and mutually independent, non-connecting transfer of energy, which means that when you set business onto one person and love for the other person, you can run it simultaneously, and the energies won't mix. The other three positions, when you have the basic manifestation program, you just leave them empty. So basic action and trend environment and alternative target, you just leave that empty. You just need to do it with those two positions. You can call our customer support too if you need some specific help.